Hey guys, welcome back to another D-Money video. I want to talk to you guys about Standard and the mini set today. I know Standard has been dying as far as people playing it, as far as the viewership on Twitch. I mean, I was looking just before, and it took me a long time to find somebody that was actually streaming Standard. And when I did find somebody that was streaming Standard, their viewership wasn't that great. It's nobody wants to play it, nobody wants to watch it. It's pretty rough right now, but everybody is wondering, can the mini set and will the mini set fix Standard? And alone, just the mini set alone, I think the answer is no. But I think if they do release some buffs and nerfs along with the mini set, and we have some really nice mini set cards, maybe some disruption, I think it can actually fix the mode. We really don't know for sure what the mini set's going to bring, so it's very hard to it's impossible for me to accurately give buffs and nerfs based on those cards because we don't know what they are. But these are my changes that I think these are the nerfs that I think should be implemented with the upcoming mini set, depending on what actually comes with that. Ignite. I think Ignite has been a very problematic card. A lot of people have been complaining about it, including myself. I think that Ignite should only shuffle in one additional copy that does the 1 extra damage, just a one-time use second Ignite kind of thing, and be done with it, because that infinite loop makes it impossible for control decks to exist, and yeah, not really fun to play against. Next is Garrote. I think a lot of people are in agreement with this one as well, that Garrote should not have spell damage, and it just makes the damage threshold way too high for the speed that they can go through their deck. So making Garrote not interact with spell damage reduces the amount of damage that they can do with it to actually only 16 damage with the full Garrote combo. I mean, it's not even that much of a combo anymore. You just play the 2 Garrotes, and then if you draw all of them, then it's 16 damage in total, and that is a very healthy amount. I mean, the deck is still decent, and it can still kind of get there. I mean, like, you do have Kazakus, you are able to make this big board pretty consistently and clear your opponent's board. So you have Wand Thieves to get some random action in there, random damage. You have Wicked Stabs that you could bring back. Many people actually thought this was a bug when it first started happening with the spell damage, because of how ridiculous it can be. So I think doing that will solve a lot of problems and make a lot of decks more playable. Next, I wanted to go into Warlock changes. So I thought really hard about this one because the Warlock quest with the fatigue is just too much, but there's no way you could really change it. Like, they're never gonna make it so the Warlock quest doesn't interact with fatigue damage, because then the quest is just pretty useless. So I decided that maybe we should touch some other cards in Warlock, touch something else, and the card that came to mind was Soul Rend, making it 5 mana. I mean, it slows down the deck a little bit. It changes some things with the Tamsin getting a second copy of Soul Rend, and basically just trying to make it so that control decks actually have a chance against this deck. I don't know if it really does enough. Like, I wanted to change Drain Soul to 3 at first, but then it just makes Drain Soul too bad. But I guess you have Touch as well, so it's really complicated. I don't know how you really fix this. I think the quest in Warlock, I mean, it did get banned in Wild. It's just, it's always going to be a nuisance. It's just like trying to make other pieces of the deck weaker so that maybe Control can stick something and then Apotheosis it or something like that. I don't know. Next, I have Razormane Battle Guard, turning into a 3 mana 3/4. I tried reducing the stats to 2/2, but it's just the main thing about Razormane is just it's the 2 mana part. And if somebody coins that out on turn 1, the game could just be over against certain decks. So it doesn't feel great to play against. I think 3 mana 3/4. You still keep the stats pretty decent. Still a decent card overall, but the games don't end on turn 1. You have a little bit more of a shot. Next, I have Final Showdown, the Demon Hunter quest here, changing the first step to 5 cards, because I think the first step is just so easy to get off. You usually get off on turn 2, and it's pretty, like, that kind of snowballs into getting this quest completed on turn 5 very consistently, or turn 4 even, because you that reduction at the beginning of the game on turn 2 just sets up for the turn 3 completion, which is up to the turn 4 completion or turn 5 completion. So it just goes a little too fast. I think it needs to slow down. I mean, the only other thing would be to like remove Moarg from the game or make Fellscream Blast only hit enemy minions or something. But yeah, I think that's got to change. And then the last change that I have here is Libram of Hope to 10 mana. I know this card's been out for a while. I mean, I've been petitioning to get this card nerfed since like it's been released. It's always felt really, it's just felt too good since it's been out. Slowing it down a little bit, making it a little hard to get off. And that's all I got for the nerfs that I think that should come into the game along with the mini set. I think that there should still be some buffs to cards. I don't know what those would be. Of course, like I said before, it's kind of impossible to know because I don't know what's coming in the mini set, so I don't want to buff something that's also getting buffed in the mini set by a new addition to the game. But yeah, I think these changes are very necessary in bringing back control decks and just slowing down the meta a bit to make room for other decks to be playable, because a lot of decks in the game right now, it feels like you have to either play this really overpowered combo deck that wins the game in about 7 turns, or you have to play a hyper aggressive deck that'll win the game before then. Let me know what you think of my changes down below. I'd love to hear from you, and if you have any changes of your own that you would like to see come into the game. And if you would like to subscribe to the channel or like the video, that's always appreciated. I love it. I would love it. I would love it. Yo, hoping for the best as always, because I really do love Standard. That is the mode that I mean, that was the only mode that was really in existence since the beginning, and I've been playing since the closed beta. I love the game. I really want it to be good, so hoping for the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. It's your boy DMoney. Peace.